Right, so I just got back from watching Piece by Piece, the documentary of the life of Pharrell Williams, famous singer, songwriter. He might be a producer at this point as well. I don't know. And yeah, it's a documentary film about his life. But the catch is that this one is told entirely in Lego. Not literally. It's not literally Lego stop motion, but it is animated with Lego minifigures. Everything in this movie is, Lego bricks. Everything you could technically conceivably build if you had the time with Lego pieces, which I thought was very creative. We've seen that before in other Lego movies, but this is the first one that isn't made by Warner Brothers, so the animation, it's not as big of a budget as those Warner Brothers movies, like the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, the Lego Ninjago movie, and the Lego movie 2. So in my opinion, the animation is a bit of a downgrade from those Lego movies, but it's not bad. And it's very creative, which is the best thing about this movie. If it wasn't Legos, I feel like this would be one of the most generic documentaries ever made. It's a bit of an underdog story, but it's not the greatest underdog story you've ever heard. There's been better ones told before. It's not the greatest music biopic or documentary. It's the actual, I guess I could call it plot, but the actual stuff that's happening, it doesn't get much beyond surface level. It's not bad, but it's not anything special. The special part comes from the fact that it's Lego. So if this wasn't Lego, this would be very boring. But because there's Lego and they could interpret things visually and kind of tell this documentary as if it were like those those documentaries that you would see on the History Channel where they would also reenact certain things. Where they'd have actors acting out the scenes that the historians being interviewed are talking about. That's basically what's going on here, except it's Lego, and they can get very abstract and weird with it. Like, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but at one point Snoop Dogg becomes a dog. Because it's Lego, you can do that. So that sort of stuff happens in the movie. To great effect, I think. My props to the animators, even though I don't think it looks as good as the previous Lego movies, they're being very creative with how they're interpreting emotion and music and all that stuff. So that's the greatest thing the movie has going for it. Other than that, it's kind of generic. I will say I didn't know a lot about Pharrell Williams coming into this. I only know two of his songs, I believe. The one he did with Daft Punk, Get Lucky, and Happy, the one that he did for Despicable Me 2. Those are his two most famous songs. Those are the only ones that I knew. I had no idea that he did all this other stuff, and I don't want to spoil it in case you also don't know. You can check out the movie and see for yourself. But he's actually a lot more influential to music in the past 20 years than I thought. So I learned that. So it wasn't completely a waste of time story-wise, but nothing really super inspiring, and I didn't really walk away going, wow, I never thought of it this way before or anything like that. So I would say the best thing to get out of this is maybe this could be like, if kids are watching it, they could learn kind of how the music industry works. Not everything about the music industry, but kind of the basics. If they don't know, they learn a little bit more about what a singer-songwriter does, what a producer does, all that stuff. That's all covered in this movie, at least the bullet points. So it could be a good introduction to the world of music production, the music industry, that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's Piece by Piece, kind of a mixed bag, but not a bad movie or documentary by any stretch of the imagination. So if you're interested, Piece by Piece is playing in theaters, and you can go ahead and check it out.